On the 20th of November, we're getting a classic VR experience ported to PSVR2. Not a very expansive or deep one, but one that a lot of people are familiar with, including myself. In fact, this was one of the first proper VR experiences that I ever played on the HTC Vive. It was a step up from the Google Cardboard, and it made me feel sick to my stomach because I hate heights. This is Richie's Plank experience, and it's coming to PSVR2 again in 2 days, but I can talk about it today. My experience with the game, what is the port like, what do you actually do, and what value can you get out of this one. Before we get into this, let's thank our patrons and members, and let's take the leap into Richie's Plank experience on PSVR2. Richie's Plank is exactly what it sounds like. You walk a plank on the top of a building. There's some other activities alongside this and a horror mode that was added not too long ago, I don't think. But for the most part, the main crux of the game is to walk the plank, and it's a VR experience that's kind of intended for you to put your friends and family on. And I've got to apologise, I only got a key yesterday, so I haven't had the chance to put any of my friends or family on this game, although I do have my reactions in this video. But it's that sort of game that you want to put new VR players onto. The game starts off in the black and white pass-through of the PSVR2. This is actually a first for the headset, actually allowing you to place mixed reality objects in your room, which is really cool. I'm at my uni flat at the moment, it's very small, but I still had enough space to set up the plank and the elevator and was able to interact with everything. The game does also offer smooth locomotion options, although I think it's limited to snap turn, but honestly this game is best played room scale, and you can size how big the plank is depending on the size of your room. It's also the first time that we've gotten to record this pass through natively through the share button, which absolutely blew my mind for some reason.
I should have cleaned my fucking flat before this. You see my Magic the Gathering cards? I just bought the Katara set. You really can't see it. This is the Librarian card that apparently is one of the best cards to get in the new set. I'm just freaking out that it has that I can see my room. That's crazy. This is my flat. Lovely. I'm wrapped in my cable right now. Okay, let me put these back.
So the game spawns you in the lift and you get to choose a couple of different floors. There's a mid floor which allows you to tackle certain challenges like flying through hoops with rocket gloves, which does allow you to explore the entirety of the city and beyond, although beyond is just kind of a flat Google Earth texture. There's a sky art mode as well as you fly around, painting colours in the air, and there's also a mode where you go around extinguishing fires. The main crux of the experience though, as I kind of hesitate to call it a full game because it's not, is heading to the top of the plank and just walking it. You can add an incentive to the end, you can add a cake or a stack of donuts or something, but the main incentive is to walk that plank. And to be honest, I don't really get that motion sick or scared by heights in VR games most of the time nowadays. But this one actually did get me, and I think it's because it encourages you to walk with your feet, not with the stick.
Oh god, I don't know which eye you're looking out of. My left eye? Can you see the gap through there? Oh my god, okay. There's something bad about it being room scale. If I move with a stick, I'm fine. But it being my actual legs is actually quite bad. Oh god, I last played this on the HTC Vive years and years ago. Oh my god. This is terrible. Okay, I want to go back in now. I'm just gonna shuffle. So taking those steps towards the edge of the plank do feel real, especially on a wood floor, and hearing the creaks in the audio design and the wind rushing past is quite an effective experience. One of the incentives you can add to the end of the plank is also a spider cake, which I didn't quite understand, but that's what this is. What the fuck's a spider cake? No. Fuck your cake. Oh my god, piss off. No, oh my god, oh fucking hell.
And the game also, alongside all this stuff, has a nightmare mode. If you go down to the bottom of the elevator, hit a very suspicious looking switch on the left side of the elevator, it'll activate a spooky sequence of events that were added to the game at Halloween season last year, I want to say. At least on Quest. This isn't very long and doesn't really include too much, but it's a nice little surprise because I genuinely had no idea what was coming when I pressed that button. The PSVR2 port of the game is very good. I think it runs unreprojected from what I can tell, it looks very sharp in the headset, and it's been updated to include some homages to certain VR creators. Due to a little miscommunication and lost email thing between me and Richie, my plaque with my face on it is going to be added in the first update. I'm not sure when that's going to come out, hopefully soon, but at launch you'll at least have everyone else's faces to fly around and recognise, which was really, really nice to see.
That's cool that they've all got their own. Oh, there's games with T, there's Reese. That was sick.
All in all, Richie's Plank experience is exactly that. It's an experience. It's not a full game, but if you do need a game this Christmas to show off to your friends and family what VR can really do without throwing them into something that will make them really sick, because all you're required to do in this game is walk forward, then it's pretty perfect. Just be sure that you're there to grab them if they try and fall. It did hit me with a real sense of vertigo, and I'd recommend it if you played it back in the day and want a hit of nostalgia. Thankfully though, in terms of visuals, this is a modernised port, which looks very sharp and runs very well. Will you be picking up Richie's Plank experience on the 20th? Please do let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye.